Hello again, folks. Phil back for replicas of the past. We're going to take a quick look at this guy. Yesterday, I was customizing 3 tractors, and I really didn't have time to jump back on here. I was still finishing them up this morning, but I pretty much got them done. But I should have time today to do a few videos, hopefully. Let's take a look at this guy. It's an Oliver 1750 gas narrow front end. Of course, made by SpecCast. So it's highly detailed, 1750 gas narrow front, and they are detailed. If anybody has SpecCast, you know what I'm talking about. It's got a picture of the actual replica on the ends of the box, and it was produced in 2015. So it's going on 8 years old now, I guess. All right, let's take a look at the star of the show, the Oliver 1750 from SpecCast. Alrighty, here it is, the SpecCast 1/16 scale Oliver 1750, produced in 2015, like I mentioned, by SpecCast. It's a pretty neat little replica here, part of the 50 series of Olivers back in the day. As far as the real tractor, it was produced by Oliver between 1970 through 75 as part of the 50 series, of course. It says built in Charles City, Iowa. And I'm sorry, I had the years wrong. It was 66 through 69, part of the 50 series. Built in Charles City, Iowa. Original price for this tractor was $7,400 in 1969. The tractor PTO tested was 80.3 horsepower. Drawbar tested 67.5 horsepower. It says plows 5 to 6 bottom, so I guess it was rated to pull a 5 to 6 bottom plow. Pretty classic looking old Oliver here for sure. Start on the rear end here. It's pretty smart looking back here. Drawbar does swing. The 3-point hitch probably does go up and down, but it feels really stiff, so I'm not going to force it. It's your center link PTO attachment there. It's pretty neat. Got your classic looking Oliver flat styled fenders, box style. Guess they called all these back then box style designs, all the tractors, and I love it. You got your brake light here and a work light there. Pretty classic looking Oliver here. Front of the fenders, you will notice the inserted lights. Nice to always see that detailing. SpecCast, that's like a standard. On the right fender here, notice a nice little fender radio. That's pretty cool. This is the second. I'm looking at my collection over there. This is the second tractor I have from SpecCast with a fender radio. Got another Oliver there that has a fender radio on it. And I think that's all, best I can tell. The driver's station, get your seat is the clover white with the black trim. Steering wheel black with the nice Oliver logo on it. The dashboard is inserted. Got a little handle there to get up, climbing in. Stairs for entry on both sides of the tractor. Got some nice levers there. They're plastic. They don't move though. Gear shift down there in the middle. Some foot pedals that move up and down. That's pretty cool. Here's your nice levers. I'm guessing over here for hydraulics and all that. Right there. It's pretty cool. Nice long flat box style design hood. Got some caps on here. Your intake, your muffler. I think that's muffler is metal actually. It feels metal. The decaling, it says hydro power drive. On this one, the model numbers back here, of course, 1750 Oliver over the engine area against that clover white. The actual engine there, nice little details with running lines and stuff. Engine compartment is plastic on this tractor. Doesn't look too bad though. Front grille. Classic looking Oliver here for sure. Nice logo there. And that is like into that plastic. That's so cool they do that. It's just amazing. Front slab weights on the tractor. Looks pretty neat. Underneath. Your tires, 4 around, all rubber. Very similar, very familiar looking rear tire here. I've seen them on other Olivers as well. The rear wheel, of course, the clover white rim, and the inner cap there being the meadow green. Front end is the narrow front, or I affectionately call it the tricycle front end. Nice little thin 3-rib there, tire, and then the wheel, of course, your clover white and Oliver green, the meadow green cap in the middle. Looks pretty neat there. Classic looking old Oliver. I'm sure these were pretty popular in the day. It didn't say on tractordata.com how many they produce. Sometimes it says that for tractors, sometimes it doesn't. I figure like the 1750, 1755 are probably a pretty popular tractor because they're mid-range. All right, I'll do a quick comparison and let's move on to that right now. All right, everybody. Here's my Oliver 1750 narrow front by SpecCast alongside my Minneapolis Moline G940 custom I worked up. I think that is a Scale Models tractor. I worked it up a long time ago. That's one of the first customs I did a couple years ago, actually. Pretty cool looking side by side, though. All right, I'll move on to some quick final thoughts, and let's do that now. All right, everybody. SpecCast 1/16 scale Oliver 1750 narrow front. Nice little Fender radio on there. Looks pretty cool, I think. Classic looking old Oliver. Very, very neat looking. I'm sure there were many of those running around. In my youth, I remember seeing Olivers a lot. Not a great deal, but I do remember seeing them in my area. I mean, the main farm in my area was red. So they are still red to this day. One of the biggest farmers that I know of around here. They are red, red, red. But when I was a kid, the red was the 56 series, 66 series, 06 series. That's predominantly what they had. And they also had the 66 series 4-wheel drives. So, that's ages me, I guess, but I do recall seeing many Olivers as well running around. Classic tractors. I love going to my antique show. It happens in Georgetown, Ohio, every year in the second weekend of August. It's about 45 minutes from me, and it's pretty awesome because you see things like this that look like they came off the showroom floor, and it's just really nice to see. All right, everybody, I'll close out my video. I want to thank everyone that always tunes in and supports my channel. Comment below if you like. This is Phil for Replicas of the Past. You all have a blessed day. We'll talk again soon.